Are you settled, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I've been waiting.
You've been waiting.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
What if I just semi mumbled, Hello and welcome to week 7 of the Poetry Group podcast, Poetry Group Live podcast. My name is D'Artagnan Solis. I'm joined by my co-host Jeremiah Griffin. Jeremiah, say what's up.
What it do?
And I am also joined by our first special guest. Everybody give a round of applause in the comment section. She's here. I don't think she's queer. Her name is Destynee Gray. Ah.
Thank you for the intro. Thank you.
Yeah. So Destynee, first time on the pod. The fans have definitely heard your work, have been moved by your work as we've seen in the comments. Could you just give us a little background to what poetry means to you?
Poetry, I think it used to be just for fun. Middle school and high school, it was kind of part of curriculum in English or in art classes and things like that. And then you were the first one that introduced me to poetry groups.
Mm.
And we've done that on and off multiple different phases of our lives, but I think it's always been an outlet for me, which I think is why the poetry typically comes out a little dark. Stuff that I have been suppressing to get other things done. And so when I have that moment of being able to process something out, that's the stuff that comes up.
Love it. So Jeremiah uses poetry to act like he's too cool for everybody. I use poetry. It's an act, y'all. He's lying.
I'm cooler than you and you. I got a pool.
It's the same character.
Hey, I also have a pool. It's a white people pool, though. There's like a barbecue pit on the side of it.
I don't have no barbecue pit.
Yeah, how you gonna eat while you're swimming? Oh, wait. You don't do that.
Just eat, don't swim.
You don't have a barbecue pit. What are you eating? Sickle cell.
Why do you use poetry?
I use poetry because it helps me talk to women. But now that I'm in a relationship, I'm going to try and use poetry to help other people use poetry. That's really what I guess that's what I use poetry for. It's a weird thing. We are going to jump into all of our poems that we brought for the day. Jeremiah, would you like to kick us off?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going to share a screen?
Damn. Do I have to?
It'd be cool.
No, I can. Well, it was somebody else's, somebody else's thing. It was in a thread.
You're about to read it.
Yeah, but what if I was talking about shit about you, like in a couple messages prior?
That would be hilarious.
It would be very on brand.
It would be on brand.
You know what? I have history with this one. Oh, nothing. How this nothing can only be cured by nothing. Not the active nothing, no. This nothing only fuels the first nothing. That distinct lack of something. Because this active nothing is preceded by so many somethings. This active nothing is hard earned. Something that nothing does not need. To be earned, that is. That nothing is already present and therefore must be something. Yet when that nothing, that is something, is found, it is so fleeting. Nothing becomes this nothing and then has so many somethings. I yearn for nothing. Just nothing. Poem.
Well, that was also fucking depressing.
It's the best kind.
Whoo!
The best kind.
I'm gonna let special guest Destynee Gray go ahead and take the first whack at it. What that poem make you feel? What stood out to you? What did you like?
I like that it ended with just nothing. I feel like that was that little mic drop moment. And I feel like it's a little bit confusing, but when you think about it through an emotional perspective versus the mental perspective of trying to follow it with words, you're like, no, I know exactly that feeling. I know that feeling. I can't explain it, but I know that feeling.
I will piggyback off of that. There was the definite mic drop. Boom. Nothing. just nothing. But it also gave me that vibe of like, it was all a dream. Like, at the very end, I was like, I was writing it. Pause.
Freaky Elvis.
I was riding along with this poem, and then at the end, it just nothing. But it is an emptiness feeling, and sometimes that emptiness feeling is that rug that gets pulled out from under you, right? Because we're not allowed to feel nothing, right? Oh, what did you do at school today? I didn't do nothing. What you mean you did nothing? Like, you did nothing significant to you, and it's hard to explain that to somebody. So it's also hard to explain not feeling anything significant. Yeah, sure, you probably felt something, but nothing significant enough for you to share.
Or nothing to be memorable enough.
Not an
Yeah,
active nothing.
like Jeremiah's pool.
Hey. My pool memorable.
What's your take on the poem?
Mine?
Yep.
I don't have a take on the poem. My take is nothing.
I was just the messenger.
You want me to share this? And he was like, hell yeah. And I was like, hell yeah.
Does he want his Instagram to get plugged? Does he want us to know who he is?
He's not that kind of guy.
Anonymous. It was me, guys. I wrote it. Just kidding.
Writer's Anonymous.
I did not write it.
Damn, you don't want to claim it? You
I
thought it was
guess
shit?
technically, is it unknown? Because we know who it is, so it's not technically anonymous, but they don't know.
I don't
Can
know
we
who it
say I'm
is.
nothing? Well, if it's going to be on YouTube, if you just go really, really slow when I start broadcasting, it'll show his name.
Nah, I'm gonna cut it out.
That's how you catch a screensaver.
Yeah, I'm the king of edits, bro.
Which is crazy. I changed it.
Why?
Because I think I'm going to change it every week, and that's going to be my gimmick.
Is it another
different
picture of
photo
you
of
though?
I am in the picture. Actually, the person who wrote the poem is also in the picture.
Dang. I'm
Crazy,
still gonna cut it out to respect his anonymity. And if he goes through and sees this and was like, dang, I told Jeremiah to plug my Instagram and that I wanted to be featured for the bitches, go ahead and let us know in the comment section.
He's trying to marry.
He's trying to marry?
Yeah.
Does he have someone he's trying to marry, or is he just looking?
Yeah, they're together, and he's trying to marry her.
Dang, bro, don't tell her I said that.
I mean,
You're the editor.
I'm gonna leave it in. I like controversy.
nothing wrong with a little drama. Keeps the relationship spicy.
Nah, there's a lot of wrong with drama. Yeah, this is why Jeremiah don't understand love.
I understand some things about it.
Yeah, he likes the drama.
I like the toxicity, slight toxicity.
Jeremiah's ideal relationship is they have a little fight and have crazy makeup sex and don't talk.
Not even true.
What part
What's
was I
the
wrong
truth?
about?
I'll get back to you on that.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the poet that I picked out. I haven't heard the poem. I don't know what the poem is about. I picked it based on the thumbnail. I know that he undresses throughout the poem. Destynee, you know the poem that you picked.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better or worse than undressing on the poem? Not meaning like it's bad, but like, what do we think is the main event here?
Do you want to go next?
I don't know if I could. Mine doesn't have any props. I don't know about. Like, it's just some guy talking about the morning.
We'll go into the morning, and then we'll hear the stripper poem third.
Stripper.
Oh, whoops. Let me share with you guys so you guys can see. And action.
AM is for those going through some shit. An unforgiving hour. It's for long haul commuters and tech bros with their cold plunges. For marathon runners and sleepwalkers. Insomniacs and parents of newborns. Manual laborers and shop openers. I am none of these things. My deadlines are self-imposed and I'm not really into life optimization. And all the other hours of the day are fine, with their own variations in light and sound and scent. But I've found 5:30 a.m. to be the best hour. Because that's when the world finally shuts up and gives you just enough light to find what you're looking for. 5:30 a.m. is for those going through
Snap, 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 snap.
I know Destiny picked it.
I did.
So before she gives us her take, or I have her go last, Jeremiah, what's your take on it?
Um, to me personally, I just feel like he's annoyed with the world. He's sick. He's tired. That's it. I want
He's
to talk like him
tired.
though. I wish I could like master that and just talk like that all the time.
And then you'd officially be a nonchalant redhead.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Do you resonate with that poem?
Um, nah, I think it's a different kind of fed up and active.
Yeah, you're more angry, fed up.
Mm, I just think my irritation and frustrations are in a different place than his. He's just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, existence. I'm irritated at it. But me, I'm like, your existence. I'm irritated at it, you know?
Ooh, okay, okay, I see, I see. There's a line in the sand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, I, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how to feel about the poem. What stood out to me is he said 5:30 a.m. is the best hour. I fucking hate early mornings. I sleep in. Like my shift doesn't start till 9. I'm waking up at 8, and if I'm really feeling it, I'll wake up at 8:30.
That's why you don't need a pool.
I have a pool, bro,
My bad. I
with
meant
with a barbecue grill.
a pool that's never been used.
You know?
I meant to just slide that in there. It wasn't meant to be heard.
Oh no, it's in there, and I'm gonna lower the volume around everything else so everyone can hear that you had to brag about your pool and put me down. My feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Good thing.
five.
Oh,
Oh, how the tables have turned.
5:30 a.m. To me is like the worst hour. But the message is that at 5:30 a.m. because no one else is up, no one's bothering him. He's just doing life and pursuing his own interests at that time. He's really with himself. And to me, that's late nights. So again, 5:30 a.m. I was like, ugh, that sucks. It's like the way you immediately disagree with someone who comes in and they're vegan and they start telling you about their diet and how wonderful it is for them and all this that the other, but you're like, am I really gonna give up steak, mashed potatoes with some mac and cheese? Am I really gonna do that? And then the point at the end of it is like, live a healthy lifestyle, and you're like, yeah, I should probably be healthier, but like you still don't agree with what they said. That's how I feel about that 5:30 a.m. Are are are
Yep.
you okay, Jeremiah?
yeah, that was a lot fast. Like that outro was quick. A lot said.
So Des, why did you pick the poem?
I picked the poem because having a 9 to 5 means you have to do everything before 8 o'clock. Like anything you
Ooh.
want to get done has to happen outside of when the world is actually awake.
Mm.
And I can't stand people. So I
Maybe.
resonate with that 5:30 time because no one that wants to be awake right now is usually awake at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the people that are like when he was talking about the newborns and he was talking about like shop owners, it's people that are trying to do something that requires them to be up this early.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he didn't mention anything about the people that wake up that early because they love to go for a run or they want to wake up and meditate and watch the sunrise. It was all about the people that are awake because they have to be,
Mm-hmm.
not because they want to be. And that's the way I resonated with it because I have recently had to become a morning person.
Damn. So
I
sorry.
don't know.
No. So when you do highlight that point, which is really what the majority of the poem was about, and I just focused in on the fact that I did not want to be up at 5:30 a.m. I know, definitely see that point of view and agree with that point of view. Just on the opposite end, like I just stay up really late to do all the things instead of getting up at 5:30 a.m. because everything opens at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, anyways. So I find myself like in those situations where it's like, oh man, I need to do the things that anyone can just do on a regular basis if they had a weekday off. I'm like scrambling on my lunch and I'm just like zipping around. Need for speed, just trying to get milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk, and then I don't get to drink it. I just was trying to get milk to abandon my child.
Did you not find any?
I didn't find the kid.
Oh.
Some elusive ass milk.
All right, so I'm gonna move us into the poem that I brought. I have no idea.
Strippers.
What?
Stripper.
I still missed it.
Can we try one more time in English?
The stripper?
Oh, the stripper. Yeah, the stripper. KP Ultra. Death versus Destiny. So it sounds like he's going to die fighting Destiny. Good, really poetic that we have her on the podcast today. It's happening in Philadelphia 2024. That's all that I know about this poem, other than that this hat and this jacket come off at some point. So everybody, we are in for a show.
I can't see it.
I realized that right before I clicked play, but I got you.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Here we go.
On Kanye's first album, College Dropout, he has this joint goes, drug dealing just to get by, stack your money till it gets sky high. I'm a poet, I don't be singing like that. We we wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on us, we still alive. Being an adult is a weird concept once you actually become one. I never thought that I would see it. A day when I was truly thinking about marriage, family, kids, a home of my own, responsibilities of a man I didn't anticipate just a few years ago. As a teenager, I didn't expect to live a day past 22. Them TV screens and statistics had me believing that I would become one, a statistic. So many brothers I knew, their 21st birthdays, they missed it. So even though moms was telling me I was gifted, I thought my life would get uplifted before my people ever had a chance to be uplifted by these lines. These days, feeling like I'm living on borrowed time. Years of my life I never expected, therefore years of my life I never planned for. Furthermore, I look at other races and how they seem to always be ahead because they were always promised these years that we as young black children never planned to see. I noticed how the murder rate never fucked up their self-esteem. Some of us were planning for prison while you planning to get a degree. Y'all can snap right in the middle of this shit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Y'all, yo, sometimes the crowd be nice and shit, but we in it. We here. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are planning for prison while you plan to get a degree. If life is a movie, we thought we'd be the deleted scenes. See, what I mean is if a brother doesn't plan to be here tomorrow, that same brother ain't going to be prepared for tomorrow. So when tomorrow becomes today, today just may seem hollow. But for others in America, they ain't got to worry about life ending any day or what statistics say or if he say something on the track where they take his life away. I was 12 when Tupac died. He never saw 25. Biggie never saw 25. The most influential things that look like me on the TV screen always died. El Haj Malik El Shabazz murdered while speaking to his people on stage. So I'm noticing every crowd movement. I don't read nothing off the page. Promise to take myself out the spotlight if I live to see 35. Extra precaution. Malcolm died at 39. My heroes never held their grandbabies. So what can I tell you about passing along wealth to a generation I'd never get to see? Even Peace got his jaw shot off on a balcony in Tennessee. Sean Bell, Oscar Grant, Corin Gaines, Trayvon Martin, man, that's just further proof you can't tell me this ain't the last time I'll spit this poem. I don't see death around the corner, but some brothers get blindsided. The conflict between reality and what just might happen has us divided. So the question becomes, would you rather be Bun or would you rather be Chad? To lose your own life or lose the closest partner you ever had? My homeboy Walter got killed my first semester in college. While I was chalking outlines for future papers, his future got outlined and chalked over some paper. Fuck extra credit. Fuck extra credit. My nigga just got shortchanged. Look at my tears in his blood. Look at his life in the grave. His mother opened up the newspaper, saw his 18-year-old life on the page. So forgive me if death be feeling like my destiny some days. It's kind of hard to explain how I be feeling some days. Death be feeling like my destiny some days. It's kind of hard to explain how the 401ks only be a semi-concern of mine. Hard to explain how the retirement plans didn't matter till I realized I might actually see 65. Joke's on us, we actually made it past 25. 40th birthday around the corner, and I feel like I'm supposed to be out of here. Man, this feels like overtime. Out here scuffling, feeling like, yo, somebody lied. Adulthood, feeling strange sometimes. I find myself trying to plan for a family when honestly, I hadn't planned on being alive. Some of us were caught off guard by our true destinies because we hadn't planned on being alive, feeling blessed, yet feeling unprepared, all at the same time. Joke's on us, we actually made it past 25.
Back in 2020.
Hey, yo. We'll let Destynee go first.
I was muted, sorry. I'm doing it. The fact that he was talking about 25, and me and you have had many conversations about us not thinking we were going to make it past 25, was something that like hit for me. Also, him talking about the most influential people that look like me always died. That hit. And it just kind of ties in. I had a conversation with my dad a couple weeks ago, and he's around that age when his dad passed away. And so he's having these like fears of death, like creeping in feelings, because he didn't have the example of what it would be to live beyond that. And he just kind of was like, I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm, you know, my clock is ticking. And now that he's making it beyond the clock, there's this part of him that I'm getting to know that doesn't have a plan and doesn't have any real direction.
Right.
And so it was interesting to hear it from someone else's perspective, because when you're hearing it from your dad, it's like you're too close to it to really want to process that.
Yeah, definitely. There's a certain negative emotion you gotta get rid of.
Where you're like, it's good, you're good, we're living, we're fine. Like you're trying to make it positive, and then you hear it again from someone else that you're not related to, and you can kind of give that little bit of distance to it enough to start understanding it. Oh, deep.
Jeremiah, what are your thoughts?
Shout out Destiny's dad. I'm actually kind of in the same boat. So maybe not like I haven't passed it yet, but my dad died around in his 20s. So kind of a similar feeling, right? Also, my uncle died when he was 20. So I think that was when I was in middle school. So it was kind of like a similar thought. It was like, damn, am I going to make it that far? And then once I did, it's like, I think about death a lot. I think just growing up, it's always been there, and it's always like some freak accident. So I had a friend who had a brain tumor, randomly died. My friend's sister randomly died. So it was like growing up, it was always like that. So kind of the same thing for me. Or like my best friend, she's like, you think about death a lot, or like all my dreams are pretty much related to death.
Yeah.
So it's like just that same thing. Or growing up black, shout out all my basketball Americans. It's pretty much like all you're told. It's like, oh, you have to be careful of this, or you have to be careful of that. And once you hear it so many times, or you see so many stories, or the stories get so close, you know, you just tend to think that way. So found it relatable, deep and dark.
I can't tell you guys the reason I picked this poem. Well, I could tell you the reason I picked this because I knew he was going to strip throughout the thing, and I almost commented like, "Oh, this is about to get spicy" when he took the jacket off, and that's around the same time where he did say, "All the people that I look up to that look like me always die," and it really did get spicy because he took it down that avenue and he kept his foot on the pedal. I, as Destynee said, relate to that. I made all my decisions in life thinking that I wouldn't make it past 25. Not because my role model, in my case, not because my role models were all dying. I was just reckless, very reckless, and I was okay with that at that point in my life. I was like, I'm a party up. I would always say, how did Drake say? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, I was very okay. Yeah, we're gonna party it up.
We don't quote Drake lyrics anymore.
Oh
Continue.
yeah, cause he fucks kids.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Whew.
I'm gonna mute myself for the next things I'm gonna say.
He really did.
And he's saying it. He's saying stuff over there. This
We
is
should
what,
let him finish.
yeah, I don't want to be rude.
Appreciate it. It's all good.
You're good now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did get that out of my system.
Yeah, I'll just
That
put
was
like
good.
a crazy like cut, and it's gonna cut to me right now saying, and that's why they're my least favorite race of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah with the
But closing out on that poem, I was very reckless, and then when you do make it past that milestone where you just didn't anticipate, there's a lot of planning that life takes, right? If we think like the day-to-day things that we have to plan for can be stressful, like if you make decisions in your early 20s, they affect you going into your 30s, you know? So you could be
Shout out my
in
16s and pregnant.
shout out on my 16s and pregnant. It can you're in situations like me where it's like scrambling. It's like, dude, I could have easily been in the career that I want to be in, but I didn't anticipate needing to have a real career. You know, any job that paid me sufficiently was fine. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this forever.
Shout out all my dropouts.
Shout out all my dropouts. D'Artagnan Solis, your first 3-time college dropout to eventually get his bachelor's. Let's go.
Hey man, you doing things.
Well, you doing things. Yeah, I just want to leave it on that. Let's always try and practice foresight, you know? It's not something that we all really develop until, for a lot of us, it's really late. I even hear it from my parents when they say, I wish I knew more about investing, right? Had I known about how to invest for my future, I would have put this money away and be so much better off, right? And there's nothing they can do with that lack of knowledge that they had for that time. So, you know, learn from the people that have been through it before us. Sometimes it sounds like they're preaching to the choir, like, yeah, I know, but they did it first. And let's not look at idols that die early, you know? Because if they're all dropping off early, maybe, you know, as influential and as Biggie and Tupac are and all the things that they were saying, if you want to follow in their footsteps, you know, and do all the same thing and cause all the same problems because they were stirring a lot of pots, you might die at 25. Yeah, those are all things, all lessons to learn. But Destynee, would you like to give us a poetry prompt?
A poetry prompt.
Yep.
Ooh. This feels like I just was given so much power that I was not prepared for.
It's okay. Jeremiah had us write about cars last week.
Foresight. Hey, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
That should be the prompt. Having power you're not prepared for.
All right.
Fuck. Fuck.
It's a prompt.
I know.
I'm going to pull up my docs.
Jeremiah should be able to write about this because he's usually the one that's supposed to have the prompt.
Dang.
Not usually. That was random. He always has it. He was just like, Jeremiah, you've been sleepy before.
Confidently said cars.
Bro, it was a woman. I'm easily distracted, generally, not just about women. What's the prompt? Say it again, please.
Having a lot of power that you're not prepared for.
All right, having a lot of power that we're not prepared for. 10 minutes on the clock. Enjoy yourselves. All right. So here we are. While past us, future us is writing a poetry prompt right now. Past us is writing a poetry prompt right now, and future us is here reviewing last week's comments.
Past us is writing a poetry prompt right now.
Yes.
Yeah, you're okay. You're right. I'm following. That nothing poem fucked me up.
That's what I was saying. He didn't even really say anything.
That's
the mind-blowing part.
I was up at 12 and I was reading it And I was like, dude, don't do this shit again at this time of night. I don't know
You had a
what's
weird
going
dream because
on.
of it.
I didn't dream because of it. My mind was finally like, yeah, we're cutting off.
It overloaded.
All right.
All right, so here we go. First up, JSO6233 says
Can't see
congratulations
it.
on the.
I was gonna raise my hand.
JSO6233 says congratulations on the new gig.
I appreciate that. It's lovely out here. I got a free $120. There's some guy that's trying to take me to lunch. It sounds creepier than it is, but it's fun. I'm having a great time.
He's getting free lunch, y'all.
Free lunch.
And we go, Black Snaps, very powerful, emotional roller coaster, amazing Destiny.
Touches my soul.
Some kisses going crazy.
We got JSO6233 one more time. Oh, I love that. Every day I wake up and choose my girl. I do. Every day I wake up, I do it.
It is a choice every day.
It is. It's hard. Love is hard, guys. Love is hard.
Tell me about it.
From the expert himself. Confirmed.
Not confirmed.
JSO6233 says, Jeremiah, that was tugging at my heartstrings.
Wait for about 8 more minutes.
Then JSO6233, you should have just said Chad. Yeah, no, Jeremiah, I said Chad 4 times.
But you didn't say Chad the way that I would have understood it. And if you would have just said Chad, I would have been like, oh, yeah,
Bro,
I know that guy.
Who's Chad?
See, that's not the way. To me, it's like you're questioning, like, dang, I just saw a guy. There's something going on. Who's Chad? That's not the same Chad.
I hate
You're
it
not saying
here.
it right, bro. You're not saying it right.
Black Snaps, I'm calling it. One of these times it's going to be like the middle finger emoji.
I got that too.
Said my boy JSO giving everyone kisses. I said JSO is a woman. JSO laughed. Jeremiah said my comment got deleted, but when I say my boy, it's gender neutral.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that got kisses.
No. There was some.
No,
for
this
DJ
one was
too.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
I choose my girl. That is cute though.
See, my girl didn't even give me kisses over that.
That's because you said you had commitment issues on the internet to everyone.
Yeah, that was live.
She knows. I tell her that all the time.
Yeah, but it's different to tell her in privacy. She can just act like it doesn't happen out in public, but it's too late for that now.
No, I say it everywhere. People are like, why don't
No,
you have
I know
tattoos?
that.
I have commitment issues, bro. If anything, this should be more of a compliment to her because I have fucking commitment issues and I wake up and commit to her every day.
That's manipulative and gaslighting.
That's manipulative.
I feel like you're gaslighting me.
I just won't accept gaslighting. That shit is ridiculous, bro. I can't.
How do you get gaslit? Like, just say no. Like, just don't believe them. Like, what are you doing?
That's what I was gonna say. Just don't believe them.
Correcting me. Not militant like Army. Your voice is giving militant like Malcolm or Huey. Powerful. There we go. I always wanted to be a Huey. Deborah Santiago 5718. I'm not familiar with her emoji use.
Where are you seeing these comments? Oh, he just scrolled far. Is that what's going on?
Where are you seeing these?
It's a black emoji with a bomb. Nobody worry. I hope there's no TSA agents watching right now.
It might be a middle finger.
Middle finger and a bomb. She's gonna bomb the podcast.
It might be bomb juice fingers.
Oh no.
It might be high blood pressure.
It might be a sickle cell.
Destiny, you need one.
A sickle cell?
A sickle cell?
No. No. One of the 3 things he named earlier.
A big dick?
Gout. You got gout.
Oh.
Unless you got a big dick. You could have a big dick.
If you want, I guess.
That made me feel weird. Anyways, back to these strawberry flavored cranberries. You guys ever had these?
Why are cranberries flavored strawberryly?
I don't actually know, but it's Ocean Spray.
Ocean Spray strawberry flavored cranberries.
It's in like a little pouch.
Like a kangaroo pouch?
Nope. Almost said I don't know what that is. How would I describe this?
Is it like Gushers?
Like, yeah, but not the same material. It's more plasticky.
Strawberry flavored cranberries. Okay, they're a thing. Hold on, let me share this.
Let's say, how come we can't see? How come you never want us to see what you're doing?
Because I'm sneaky, bro. I'm manipulative, and I'm also a compulsive liar. If I look up something that disproves what I'm saying, then I'm gonna just pretend like it didn't happen.
Manipulative, and then follow it up with a compulsive liar to act like you're not.
To act like I'm not manipulative?
Yeah.
But I am.
That's the one. That's the one. The one you're on right there. The one you play a finger on. That's the one. Yep. That's him.
This is what you're eating right now?
Oh, no, I'm not eating that shit. That's strawberry flavor. Cranberries? That's weird.
Isn't that?
That's exactly what you said you were eating.
I didn't say I was eating. I just said anyways, like back to these running back. Running back.
You're not eating those?
I'm not eating them. I'm just looking at them. There's 5 of them on my couch, and I don't know where they came from.
That's weirder than you eating them, bro.
I mean, hey, things happen.
You got any trash?
I knew someone was going to reference that.
They're gluten-free.
They're gluten-free.
And in case you were wondering, these cranberries don't have any peanuts.
Damn. Look at me.
There's
So
one.
it's not like M&M's.
Not like M&M's. No. There's a half cup of fruit per pouch. And in case you didn't know, that fits in the fruit category of your 5 daily categories.
Are you guys lactose intolerant?
I am. Do I let that stop me from living my life? No.
No lactose intolerant person does. They make everybody else suffer for their choices.
Oh, yeah, dude. I be ripping ass. I rip ass so much. Like, all the time. Ass just ripped.
You crop dust people or you got respect?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mainly rip ass around my girl, and then I'll pull the blankets over her head.
Oh, no. People are here.
He said, oh, no, people are here?
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven them.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Cleveland.
The blanket thing?
Steamer.
Yeah, the blanket thing.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
look at this.
What's up?
Are you looking up Dutch oven?
I looked up Cleveland Steamer.
Hey, yo. Does that stand for Dookie of the Day?
It does. Dookie of the Day. Oh, definition of the day.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's there.
Cleveland Steamer. There's a photo reference in case you couldn't figure it out from the definition.
Why is he?
What you want, boy?
He wants to nonchalantly give someone a Cleveland Steamer.
He's like, oh, I didn't see you there.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize this wasn't my toilet. Actually, the person...
Imagine your partner sleepwalking or your roommate sleepwalking into your room.
Hold on. I just realized this is a song, and the song is by the Mad Armenians.
I read it and heard it wrong. Like, I read it correctly, but I heard you say it incorrectly.
I'm just curious if Armenians just shit on people when they're angry.
You're curious. I'm disappointed that DOTD don't stand for Dookie of the Day.
Well, hello, everyone. How are we feeling? We have 21 minutes remaining on this call. If we go over, we'll just restart and keep recording.
Run it back.
I was like, restart is crazy.
I want it all in 60 minutes.
I'll just edit all those extra parts out. Who likes their poem?
I gotta pee. It's not a joke.
I think you should go.
That
I
was
heard it's bad for you to hold it.
yeah.
I'm going.
Keep yourself muted, please.
He unmuted it.
To say I
I'm
am.
going.
I am. If he unmutes and there's the sound of piss, I'm leaving it in.
You should have told me that before I finished.
All right, so I'll ask one more time. Who likes their poem?
I don't hate it.
I got mute this. I didn't mute it. I was flushed. Do you like your poem?
It's interesting.
All right. That's what matters. We should just play rock, paper, scissors. Everybody say what they choose.
All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock.
I said rock before you guys even did the whole thing, and we all ended up with rock.
I thought you were gonna change it.
No.
Hold on, wait. You can. Oh, fuck. Nose goes. Whoever raises their hand last goes first. Jeremiah, you go first.
Fuck. You wanna know what's hella funny? I didn't raise my hand at all.
I know. I see that.
Can they see the little hand?
They can't see the hand.
Oh, it was a real thing.
Yeah,
They were real hands.
Yeah, they were real hands.
I wasn't involved. That wasn't fair, but I wouldn't raise it anyways.
It's okay. Go to share your screen. You get to go first.
Come on, man. Let me get to a secluded place.
Oh, this is deep. Maybe you should have went last.
It's not deep, bro.
He was still in the bathroom.
I heard the acoustics are good in there.
Oh, man. I can't even spell acoustics.
It's okay. I can't fucking read it. So
You're dyslexic?
I wish. I just can't read.
Oh. Oh, I remember that.
It was only like
Hold
2
on,
episodes
I'm
ago.
almost there. Give me mere moments.
Giving you the moment. This is your moment. Don't squander it. His
All right,
palms
here
are
we
sweaty, knees weak, arms are
Yeah.
heavy.
Start broadcast 3, 2. You don't say the one. Here we go.
Ooh.
Having a lot of power that you're not prepared for. I met a girl in high school. We bonded over things like Jack in the Box breakfast. Roasting people we thought were stupid, allowing the deepest thoughts we had to surface, but only when we were around each other. We got together. We spent time getting to know each other's personalities to the point where we didn't even need to speak. We fell in love. I showed her what a gentleman was supposed to be. I showed her that a man wasn't just an abuser nor someone to be feared. I showed her that if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, it can feel amazing. I was her hero. She told me so and gave me gifts that she never thought she would. Heartfelt creations, long love letters, her virginity. We developed trust. Adoration was new for me. I didn't know what it meant. I knew that if I was upset, she was willing to do something about it. If I needed an ear, she was listening. She gave me advice on things I was too immature to understand at the time. I made a mistake. I'm supposed to say I. I slept with someone who wasn't her. Believing in accountability, the first thing I did was let her know. Without a hateful word, she calmly told me she didn't want to see me anymore. She turned around and walked away. Though I couldn't see it in her eyes, I heard her heart break. She disappeared. I never knew how powerful love could be. I didn't know you could damage someone with it. I wasn't prepared. Poem.
Snaps. Snaps.
You know,
Crying
I
in the
like this
club.
actually.
Crying in the club. Special guest Destynee Gray. How'd you feel? What'd you like? What'd you dislike?
I liked that he talked about love. That's crazy.
Did not
From
see that
Jeremiah.
coming.
That's crazy.
Does it not seem on theme for Jeremiah that he instead of the question who hurt you, it's like who did you hurt? Like, I don't really feel love like that. Who did you hurt?
He didn't know.
Wasn't
didn't know.
prepared.
It's real though, like especially when all you know about love at that young of an age is like what you see on the TV, the stories you hear and the fairy tales, and like it's so hyped up that when you do get disappointed, you're like, oh shit, this
Sucks.
This sucks.
there's real things that happen that they don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was super relatable.
Guy stinks.
Yeah.
I'm really think we are a lot more similar than we let on. I wrote a similar
You didn't
inspired
say what you
poem.
think, freak.
I'm telling you what I think.
My bad. I thought you were about to go.
No,
was
I
like,
wrote
I
a
didn't hear
similarly
this.
inspired poem. I do like the route that you took it, and you really demonstrated that power and what that power can do. It was a different type of flow from you. It wasn't as much rhyme. It was definitely more focused on the storytelling, which is not your usual avenue. I think you really painted a picture. I really still see Jack in the Box laughing, and then I see someone walking away from a Jack in the Box, mind you. The entire rest of the story took place at the Jack in the Box for me. I'd have to see the poem to break down more structure, but I overall enjoyed it. I thought it was a revealing poem for you. As last week you shared the one about your father, and now this one. I think you're starting to get in your feels, Jeremiah.
Actually, it's just a twist. None of these stories are real. By next week, I'll be back to rap battling.
Snap!
He's just using a
What was
story
it?
someone else told him.
What was it? Drake, he was like, yeah, you fell for it. Like, I fed you misinformation. You fell for it. That's me.
But Drake also touches kids.
I'm not Drake. It's just the misinformation part, bro.
BBL Drizzy. BBL.
I mean, I punched my cousin.
Drizzy.
He's 10. I could say I hit minors.
Whoa.
Hey,
That's it. And the cut is just gonna be. I mean, I could say I hit minors.
You're a terrible person. Cranberries.
I got two younger
Strawberry
brothers, so
flavored cranberries. So what? You hit them?
I did.
Destiny, would you do us the honors of going last?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to share my poem, Having the Power That You're Unprepared For. I saw a lady. She saw me. I liked her. She liked back. I talked to her. She talked back. We got close, got nasty, intertwined, real scraggly. And when she looked me in the eyes and asked me to never leave her, I realized I have a lot of power here. I panicked. I hit eject. I was still erect. Used a parachute to fall 10 feet. I embarrassed myself and found myself going down a similar process when I was at a movie. I saw a lady. She saw me. I told her friend to set me up. We plotted, tossed the oop. It was a slam dunk. We got close, got nasty, intertwined, real scraggly. She told me about her trauma and she was damaged quite badly. And I realized I have a lot of power here. I sabotaged within myself covert operations under spells and spirits straight from hell. I crashed our relationship under the influence, but did not stop my influence because I saw a lady. She saw me. I shared my scars. She shared hers. We talked about what's in our heads first, but we got close. We got nasty, intertwined, got real scraggly. She spoke it good, made me feel manly. We moved in, and I didn't realize it, but I had a lot of power there. I abused it, a compulsive liar. She abused back. Now I'm the survivor. We tore each other apart, and I took what was left. I packed it into a car and drove off at midnight to find myself before sunrise. And sometime later, I saw a lady. She saw me. I liked her. She asked me why. I talked to her, and she replied. We got close. We got stuck. I talked, and we mind fucked. I picked her out. I realized I have a lot of power here, and it does not require my attention. I don't need to flex muscles just because I have them. I can rest for once in my life without anticipating cruel intentions. I have all this power, and all I want to do is use it to make her feel safe. I love her. Poem.
Two snaps, so it could be plural.
Snaps.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremiah, lead the discussion. What do you think?
I think you had a lot of power there. So before I get to the things that I think about the poem, like itself, you guys watch Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the episode where it's the Purge episode and the guy that tells a story?
I've seen the episode. I don't really remember that
All
guy.
right, go watch it. That's how you sounded to me when you were reading it. Um, but nah, I actually think it's sick, especially because it's repetitive and it's like, although you went through this thing a couple of times, it didn't necessarily prepare you for the end and the change, the shift.
Mm.
But I also like the route you took. I thought it was sick. It seems more like you did it in my style, like rhyming and
Hmm.
wordplay. That's it.
You two rubbing off on each other.
I think we're just the same person split. He's the
Hey
Vegeta to
yo,
my Goku. We hate each
hey
other, but
yo,
can't exist without each other.
hey yo. I would never tell
Jeremiah,
nobody that.
will you do the fusion dance with me?
No, you can't
That
read.
that's
Why would I want to lose my ability to read?
that's exactly what Vegeta would say. He said no every time. Goku always talked him into it.
That's true.
That's true.
All right, Des, what'd you think?
I liked how repetitive it was. There was like minor differences in each
Yeah.
storyline,
Hmm.
which kept it interesting. And then the end, I like that you shifted your idea of power.
Nice.
Or at least it seemed that way in the poem.
No, yeah, that was the intention.
Like
uh,
now I have this power, but it's like I want to use it for good.
live long enough to become the
Yeah.
hero.
Hmm.
Fuck that. I choose villainy. I just meant to slip that in. You weren't supposed to hear it.
I'm literally gonna put subtitles for it.
Blasted across the screen.
Fuck that, I choose villainy. Why is it in slow motion? Why is it playing twice?
Right.
Des, can you share your screen?
We'll see. We're about to
Oh,
find out.
I had trouble
oh,
getting here today, so.
I got lost.
an ownership.
Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun.
It's crazy.
right.
I can hear you saying it over and over again. I have a lot of power here.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Having a lot of power, you're not
But
missing out. People say don't take advice from those that don't have the life you want. That would have been great advice if I heard it earlier in life. We just hit on the topic of not making it past 25, and it got me thinking what we would do with the potential of the rest of our lives. I always had a live fast mindset, chasing adrenaline, I'll rest when I'm dead. But as many times as it almost happened, it hasn't happened yet. And not knowing when it will happen makes me feel fine. I always had that feeling of living on borrowed time. But if I had the power to lay out a future for myself, I don't think I'd take any fairy tale stories off the shelf. I'd just want a plot of land with no one else around so I could live like it's 5:30 a.m. all the time. Another thought that crosses my mind when contemplating the prompt, what would I do if I knew I'd get shot or drown or get hit by a truck? Would I be afraid of everything? Or not give a well, I'm not sure life would be much different for me. I'd still want the same peace, same freedom, same things. Fast cars, family time, and friends that say bird clock. Long drives, me time, and money minus the punch clock. TikTok. If I had the power to control time, would I skip to the ending or run out of time? Was going to be the next line, but then we ran out of time.
Timer.
that's crazy. I thought it was gonna end like that. I was like, or what? Or what?
Cliffhanger. Hanging on a cliff.
Tell me.
Damn. Memory unlocked.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I like the homage to 5:30 a.m. I like the homage to the bird clock. I like the flow. I like your enunciation on certain words. It really conveys the your attitude within the poem, and again the nonchalantness of I don't know when I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna live to the fullest. And also, there's certain people that are like I'm gonna live to the fullest and like yeah, and some people are like I don't know when I'm gonna die, so and you're like I don't know when I'm gonna die, so okay, like what changes?
Pretty much.
Really enjoyed it. Rhyme scheme was fantastic. What do you think, Jeremiah?
I'm gonna be honest. I had all the same thoughts. The only thing I really would add is that I've noticed, like, I mean, I've only heard you read your poems twice,
Mhm.
but you read it in a way that's like narrative. So it's like, although it's about
Mhm.
you, it also feels like you're watching you and we're watching with you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's something I'd say differently. But everything else, I agree with.
It is very refreshing to have that perspective too, because I think both of us are on here as like performers,
Mm,
and then you can really feel that story being told, and like the emotion is with it. Even if the emotion is a lack of emotion, you feel it. Whereas it, and not knowing what will happen makes me feel fine. Like the tone in the delivery really does a lot for the poem.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. All
yeah,
right.
we're good at that.
So, Destiny, this is the part where
Shout
we
out to
close out.
Montreal.
We'll let you close out first. Closing statements. How did it feel to finally make it onto the podcast?
Fine. I'm just kidding. No, it was good. It was honestly, I feel like y'all don't know this, but I put you up and sit here at my kitchen table like I am right now and talk to you like we're all in the same room. And it's kind of like if you've ever watched Friends or if you have that show that you would just watch and like talk to them and it felt like you're a part of it because you know the storyline in and out. It's kind
Mhm.
of how this feels. Like this is like my new routine of every time it gets released, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna put it on, and I have, you know, my moment of just we're gonna have an activity. I'm all prepared. I'm like a real nerd about it. I'm like, okay, school starts at 7.
This is the best class ever, bro. Everybody
It
just
is.
says crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah. But it's cool because it's like we're learning about each other and we're learning about ourselves at the same time.
Yeah, we do surprisingly have a lot of talks about culture within
Hmm.
this poetry podcast. Jeremiah is the one who really brings that together for the most part. I appreciate you, Jeremiah. Because if it weren't for him, I would just
Mhm.
focus on poetry structure for the most part, and I don't know how many people really want to hear about that. It's a nice like addition, but like, how does a poem make you feel? You know,
Shout out all my cultural activists.
be quiet, Huey.
Huey.
Shout out all my bullies.
Jeremiah, closing statements.
Um, yes, but I thought of something else I thought for Destiny's poem.
Mhm.
I also like how, like, your prompt, the way you answered the prompt was a little different. It was like instead of like power that you had and weren't prepared for, it's like if I had this power, what would I do with it?
Hmm.
But also
That was
commentary on
something
that
that
too.
was
She
just
does
different.
have that power.
In terms of knowing when she's gonna go,
Well, not knowing when she's gonna go, but the power is not necessarily what would I do if I knew that I was gonna die. The power is um, releasing those shackles of like I need to conform into doing this before this amount of time and just living. If I
run that shit back.
interpreted that correctly.
You're both
Run that
right.
shit back.
You're both right. It's like the two parts of me
Mhm.
kind of talking to each other. The part that's like, well, what if we were gonna get shot, and what if this happened, and what if that happened, and the fear that creeps in, like the knowing might create the fear when
Mhm.
in what you would normally think is that it would make you feel better because like you're gonna drown. So everything else shouldn't be scary, but every body of water then becomes a possible danger to you.
Right, right.
Or if you're gonna get hit by a truck, like I'm never gonna walk in the streets. Like, am I gonna be able to avoid death? Like, there's so many things that come along with it. But like I'm not a morbid person, I would say. But even with like my personal brand with Misfits Alchemy, it is the tagline or the slogan, I guess, is "Let us live since we must die, and let
Mhm.
us love." And it's like I think a lot of people assume without even maybe realizing it that there's something that they can do to avoid death.
Right,
Like if
right.
I'm gonna keep myself safe. I'm gonna save myself from hurting. I'm gonna save myself from dying. I'm gonna save myself from. I'm not gonna get on a plane because that's scary. I'm not gonna. And they keep themselves from doing a lot of things,
They're
whereas
avoiding death
it's gonna
as
happen.
opposed to living.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Do you have any garbage?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you. You said where you do life coaching?
Yeah, who's asking about your garbage?
Do you have fucking maids?
No, I'm poor. Destiny is the only rich one. Who's asking about your garbage? um, I don't know that woman.
Oh, nice.
It sounds like a maid to me, bro.
It sounded very like.
He said, I don't know that woman.
Any trash?
She's regular, I think. I just don't know her. I don't know if I've ever
Why
seen
you
her
moved to
before.
Arizona?
Does she
Hell
ask for
no.
everybody's trash?
There's nobody else outside.
Just the master.
Just Master J himself.
Hell no. I couldn't have a maid. I've seen too many videos.
Yeah, I seen a few pornos that started like that.
Yeah. Just see how they end.
Nah, I usually finish in the first 30 seconds, so I don't really need.
I skipped to the end.
Man. I feel like if I watch the end of a porno, I get disgusted.
You don't get disgusted anyways?
Nah, not usually, because I'll like come at the part where they're like about to kiss, and it's like, wow, that was so romantic.
That's insane.
Like, you know, there's a certain level of romance to that. It's like, oh wow, her husband's
Can't do
away
the kissing.
and she's so unhappy, and the neighbor boy is mowing the lawn and she pulls him in and she's about to, oh, I just did it again.
This is why we need an editor.
Yeah, this is why we need. This is exactly why we need an editor. Cut that out.
I would have left it in.
Did you just fucking go swimming?
Me?
Yes.
You got
I'm
made
black.
at the pool.
You got a maid and a pool. Jesus.
I do have a pool, but I'm African American.
So you can't swim.
Correct.
Non-swimmers of America unite.
I can look. I just can't touch.
That's how rich he is. He has a pool. He can't even use it.
He got it for the status symbol.
I'm broke.
Because you bought a pool that you can't swim in.
Like, I just wanted that little blue square in my Google satellite.
If anybody ever Googled my address, I just wanted to think, God damn, I wish I was like him.
That's what I'm saying.
Does it have a waterfall?
No.
He's just like rich. He's not like rich.
Yeah.
I also don't have a boat. I feel like rich people have boats.
They tend to have boats, right?
Biggest liability.
Biggest liability.
It's how, okay, when you're rich, like your life is not very like threatening, so you have to invent ways to like give yourself stress. Or else you get bored and you shoot up schools.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you'd shoot up a school.
Unfortunately not. A party, maybe.
Shoot up a party? Mad because everybody loud as hell.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Why aren't you guys swimming in my pool?
Someone gotta use it. And we've done our time, guys. We are all. We
So
made
you're
it.
not gonna play it?
No, it's over the 10 minutes. Unless you
Did
guys
you
just want.
say no?
What did you get copyrighted?
I mean, we don't have to put it in, but we can all listen to the song now.
I was wondering, are you gonna get copyrighted for all that shit you did before?
What stuff did I do before?
I don't know, play O Solo and shit.
Oh yeah, the copyrights come up, but they don't. I don't make any money off the channel yet, so.
That's
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, don't worry. When I make money, you'll make money, bro.
I mean, that's great. I just, you know.
They can copyright strike me all they want, bro. We don't get paid. What are you
Fuck them.
What are you gonna do? Fire me from a job that I don't get paid for?
True, it's a good point.
It'll
It
just-
happened to me.
It'll just be more publicity for me.
Happened to me.
You guys ever hear that bit where someone's like, what do they say? What the fuck is it? Oh yeah, if you don't get hired for an unpaid internship, you just show up and start working. What are they gonna do? Pay you?
That's a good point. See, these are the real thinkers.
Cleveland steamer.
But that's fucking
Mad
trespassing, though.
Armenians. I hope this song's
It's
good.
trespassing.
Should I?
Are you guys both 26?
No, we're both 27.
So that's how they're growing so fast.
Are you 26?
Look what
Yeah,
they're
I've
doing
never
with
been the
AI
youngest
experts.
before.
He's 18, bro.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I just graduated junior year.
Yeah. Are you guys watching the shared screen, or are we gonna watch Cleveland Steamer together?
Yeah, bro. If it wasn't there, I would have yelled. I would have
Facts.
hollered.
This is not the tone I expected this song to take.
Your girl
Gonna switch up.
complains about the way you love her. It's just the same old mattress dance each time.
Mattress dance.
Nothing's ever new. Wham bam and you are through. Well, why not try these moves I found online? Do the Cleveland steamer or try the donkey punch.
The donkey
The old
punch.
Egyptian tea bag could be the perfect lunch. She'll love a Gaylord Perry or the old rusty trombone. And a German knuckle cake will really make her moan. She thinks you're immature and sometimes boring. So spice things up and cruise the internet. Google will retrieve some things you won't believe. So give your girl a night she won't forget. Do the dirty Sanchez or try the change machine. The Pasadena mudslide will really make her scream. Try a Roman helmet or the good old minivan. Or do a Pittsburgh platter to prove that you're the man. The old Moroccan meatball, a Bulgarian gas mask.
What the fuck's a Moroccan meatball?
Hot pocket. It's best she
You knew what
doesn't
everything else
ask.
was?
Disappearing panda or the raspberry
I don't know about everything else, but that one I was like, what the fuck is that?
beret. The San Juan Capistrano just might make her day. Give her the dirty muskie or try the snowmobile. I'm sure a Boston pancake will really make her squeal. Do the big boy combo or the old Swiss Army knife. And if she likes the fish hook, make this girl your wife. Cleveland steam your wife. Then find a brand new wife.
All right, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
My fault. I was talking with my uncle about gas, and not the Cleveland steamer kind.
I'm glad I shared this with you guys. I turned 27 today. This was a great way to cap off the afternoon. Episode will be up
Did you
Sunday
actually?
at 7. I did. Today's my birthday.
It's her birthday.
Today's my birthday. My fucking birthday. Happy fucking
crazy.
birthday.
Imagine being born.
Couldn't be mean.
Right.
Imagine being born.
I'm trying to decide. Destiny, have you told him happy birthday?
No, I told him that birthdays were
Shit.
created by Hallmark to sell cards.
Yep.
Oh,
She
shit.
also told me she wished I didn't make it. No.
Oh. She
I
said,
said
"You're
it
black.
one
How did you
time.
One
sin?"
time
I said it
when we
one
were
time.
12.
I'm trying to think. Like, has anyone told you happy birthday today?
Hella, surprisingly, I did not. I didn't go around being like, "Oh, it's my fucking birthday." Valentina posted it, so then I reposted it, and then my phone started blowing up. So it's a lot of
Oh.
like, "Oh my god, I forgot it was his birthday. Tell him happy birthday," But like, it's a lot.
So you've had enough.
I have. You didn't need to say it.
I like how Jeremiah is just asking if people have told you happy birthday, not actually telling you happy birthday.
Well, he
A
doesn't.
lot of
If nobody told me, he would have felt bad and he would have said it.
no. I wouldn't have felt bad. I might have said it, or I would have just sent someone else to tell you, so you could have it once.
Jeremiah did send me to say happy birthday to his mom, who I had never met.
Oh my God, she loved
In
it.
person?
No, he gave her number to text her, and I was like, "Hey, Jeremiah's mom, ma'am."
Mom, ma'am, she loved it. I'm
Hello,
like,
Miss
I'm
Jeremiah's mom.
very specific with birthdays. Even my exes texted her. She was like, Jeremiah, oh my God.
I was waiting for the assignment again the following year, but it never came.
Well, because my thought, like, I like to be original. So, like, for example,
After
this
you did
year,
it once, you can't do it again.
yeah, I'm ignoring your birthday, right? And I'm not telling you anything for it.
Uh-huh.
But like next year, I'll figure out something different.
To do. It's
Yeah.
really all for the bit, and I respect it.
Yeah, I switch between like, oh, positive and negative. Like, did people tell you, versus I might tell you. Oh, no.
So he's a Sour Patch Kid.
I might tell you. I'm not really going to, but I want you
Not
to
the
think
blue
that I
one. I don't
might.
like the blue ones. Yeah, it's like the anticipation. Everybody loves the anticipation, the suspense.
It's like when I tell a little kid that I got him an Xbox for Christmas, or did I? Or did Santa get it for him? Or did he?
Yeah, see, that doesn't happen to me. I can't relate to that one, but I understand.
I understand.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'll
Yeah,
get on with the
I
rest of
love
your
talking to
night.
you guys.
This is
You
fun.
guys have a good
This
night.
is the
Be safe
longest
out there.
podcast we've ever recorded.
True.
How long is this? Hour and a half. Good
I
time.
can't wait to watch it like it's my first time experiencing it.
Yep. I can't wait to hear myself come talking about foreplay.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm out of here.
Bye.
Bye.